You know, I realized something recently. I've been ignoring something. Something important. Something that means a lot to me. Can't for the life of me realize what exactly it is. Oh yeah, there are 2 discount Candies Day Eves in a year. I guess it's discount Candies Day Eve since it's not all Whatever, I want to do this, no one can take it away from me. Especially you, Spencer. But yeah, I don't know, I didn't think of this earlier. Discount Chocolate Day Eve, Halloween. So, this year we are going to be amending that. And since it's spooky season, we're going to be making some spooky snacks. Some bloody chocolates. But not like the British bloody, but like the bloody. Just start the video. To start off, we're gonna need some strawberries. We'll dice them up and boil them in a little bit of water until they're soft. Little bit of water. Little. Don't put this much water in. This was the start of my downfall, the likes of which haven't been seen since the Roman Empire. Anyway, once they're soft, we'll add our sugar and cook this down till we get a sauce that's nice and thick with 2 C's. At least we would. But as mentioned, this is too much water. But, and listen to me on this, if you add too much water, do not, I repeat, do not just dump cornstarch in here. If you want to add cornstarch, do it the right way. Put it in a bowl, add some water to make a slurry, and then add that to your sauce. Oh, and if you do make the mistake of dumping cornstarch straight in, scoop it out immediately. Don't try to convince yourself that you can just whisk it in and it'll be just fine. No, stupid, because if you do that, then you just find yourself picking clumps of cornstarch out of the syrup with a spoon, and guess what? That doesn't work very well. So then you need to pull out a strainer and try to strain the cornstarch out, which kind of works, but then you need all the fibers that you strained out too. So you pick a little more cornstarch out of that, but when you mix the fibers back into the sauce, you see there's still more cornstarch you have to pick out. And in the end, you spend an hour making a sauce that should have taken 15 minutes, which means somewhere in the process you did something dumb, which means the jam gives you food poisoning, all because you weren't careful enough to add the right amount of water. So yeah, learn from my mistakes. I clearly don't. So with that mess out of the way, now let's get to the rest of this many days later. Set up a double boiler and put in some white chocolate, melting it down till it's nice and runny. Add some food coloring in and stir it until you get just the right color, but make sure to use oil-based food coloring so your chocolate doesn't seize. Me, you big dumb. Once it's the right color, you'll need a character mold. I'm using this Kerbo one that I got from Amazon because Kerbo is awesome. Even though it may not seem like I feel that way after this video. Put a layer of chocolate in the mold, making sure to get all the sides. I didn't do as well as I could have on this front. Put the molds in the freezer and wait for them to harden. Once they're ready, add in the cooled jam and top it off with the rest of the chocolate, putting them again in the fridge or freezer to cool if you want them ready quicker. At this point, they can cool however you want though. Once they're done, we'll pop them out of the molds, seeing what happens when you don't get the sides properly. And after that, we're all done and ready to show why these are bloody chocolates and spooky snacks. See? Now we're a psychopath. But if you don't have a Kerbo mold, that's just fine. Have an unnatural hatred for fancy candies? Smash it. Need a creative way to tell someone you have hemorrhoids? It's a hard poop. Smash it. Did your Pikachu accidentally get possessed by Satan? Smash it. And maybe call a priest. And so we conclude our first discount Candies Day Eve, and it's at this point I realize I forgot to write an outro. Please like and subscribe, or Audrey 2 will get you. That was the stupidest thing I've done.